Yo people, what's good? It's your boy Max from TWM, back with another video. As you can see from the thumbnail, man, this is gonna be a good one, yeah? We're talking fat loss, specifically how I lost 25 pounds during the lockdown earlier this year. So from January 2021 to April 2021, 4 months, yeah? I decided to drop this video now. We're like a week before Christmas, so consider this a late Christmas present. But this is also going to help you going into the new year. You know, summer 2022 is around the corner. Quick little backstory onto how I put on that much weight in the first place. Obviously, as we all know, it was a lockdown towards the end of 2020. Quite simply, got a bit lazy, you know, eating a bit too much. I did tell myself I'm going to enjoy Christmas that year, and quite clearly I did, innit? But I did not intend to put on that much weight. So when Jan hit, I was thinking, boy, I have got a lot of work to do. And boy, I did it, innit? So during any fat loss phase, there are 4 key areas that you guys need to be focusing on, yeah? They are goal setting, accountability, training, and nutrition. I'm going to kickstart this video talking about goal setting. When I weighed myself in Jan, I tipped the scales at almost 250 pounds. Yeah, that is a very large number. And also for you guys that don't want to work in pounds, all you got to do is divide whatever number I say by 2.2 and that gets you into kilos. But yeah, I tipped the scales at 250 pounds. I know personally myself that for me to be in the shape I want to be in, I got to be at least 220 or 225 pounds. So I needed to lose at least 25 pounds. For most people, they enter a fat loss phase and they think that they only need to lose 5 to 10 pounds. That's just not true. Yeah. But for the majority of people, you're going to have to lose 20 to 30 pounds, yeah? And I know that's probably scaring some people. That's at least like 10 to 15 kilos, but it just needs to be done. 25 pounds is what I needed to lose, yeah? For any fat loss phase, you should aim to lose roughly a pound to 2 pounds a week. Yeah, so for me, I knew that's going to take anywhere between 12 and a half to 25 weeks. Yeah, which is 3 to, what's the maths? 3 to 6 months, yeah, is what my fat loss phase should take. Some of you might have looked in the mirror. Some of you might have stepped on the scales and it's tipping, like similar to how my one was. So what you need to do is, if you're working in kilograms, times that number by 2.2. Yeah, get the number in pounds and just take 20 pounds away from that number. That should tell you how many weeks your fat loss phase should take. The reason why I've said 20 pounds is because you should not go into this thinking you're going to lose 40, 50 pounds all at once. Like, you might need to lose more than 20 pounds, but be realistic with yourself. Take it slow.
Take it slow.
Yeah. 20 pounds at a time and then reevaluate. This is also a good reason why, if you're trying to get ready for summer, you should start your fat loss phase in January, yeah? Any fat loss phase could potentially take up to 6 months. January, 6 months after Jan is what? June. You're already banging summer. Yeah, so all this starting in May, all this 8-week stuff, take that out of your mind, yeah? That's not happening, yeah? All right, we've set some goals now, yeah? Next, we're going to move on to training. I mean, during my fat loss phase, obviously the gyms were closed, so that placed a limit onto what I could do in terms of training. When I talk about training, I'm covering weight training and cardio at the same time. My training routine for the lockdown looked a bit like this. So for lower body, I was doing Romanian deadlifts, and I was also doing Bulgarian split squats. So pretty much those are the only 2 leg exercises I did. For upper body, I was able to do some back rows using my trap bar. I also did some chin-ups, weighted chin-ups, and weighted pull-ups. I had to go to the pull-up part for that. I also did resistance band work. So I did tricep push-downs, overhead tricep extensions. What else did I do? Oh yeah, bicep curls as well with the bands. So yeah, I pretty much did what I feel like I could, yeah, when it came to upper body. And then for abs, I used the ab roller, and I also used my trap bar to do some farmer's walks. So I got a bit, creative with it. I also did some plate walks as well, which was quite good, a bit different. Now, like I said before, I was obviously limited during lockdown with what I could do when it came to weight training. For you guys now, fingers crossed gyms are still open, it will be a good idea to plan and structure your weight training sessions. The reason why you need to lift is because you need to keep hold of whatever muscle you have currently that's under the fat that you're trying to lose, because that's what you're trying to reveal basically at the end of it. When it comes to lifting, a little tip here, make sure you're obviously lifting relatively heavy. I'd personally say between that 6 to 12 rep range, yeah? Now you need to still be pushing yourself. All right, cardio now. Yeah, cardio is very important when it comes to losing fat, yeah? There's a whole lot of people that tell you, oh, you don't need to be doing cardio, blah, blah, blah. But around here, you better be doing some sort of cardio. During lockdown, keep saying there was no cardio equipment for me. So what did I do? I mean, I started off doing a bit of skipping outside. I think like 2 weeks in, it just got a bit long. I don't know, just couldn't be bothered. So then what I started doing was I started just going on walks. I mean, I had a bit more time on my hands, it being lockdown, not training as much clients. So I decided I'm going to try and hit 10K steps like 3 to 4 times a week, like go for a long walk. Before lockdown, I never really tried to use walking as a way to supplement my fat loss. But I found that it was quite good for me. I mean, it was something that I knew I could do, and I started to enjoy it. Put some music in my ears, walk, listen to your favorite tunes, clear your head. So you're killing two birds with one stone, innit? Like, you're basically helping your mindset and mental, as well as burning a few extra calories as well, which ultimately is going to help in any fat loss phase. The whole idea of cardio is not to overdo it in a sense where you're doing an hour every day. I would suggest trying to do a form of cardio that, one, you enjoy, and that, two, you can do for at least 30 minutes, let's say low to moderate intensity, 3 to 5 times a week. As well, for tracking your steps here, obviously you can use, your phone, all these little watches and that. If you're going to use your phone, I mean, personally on my phone, I've got a phone where I can turn off my step counter when I'm not actually walking. Some people will be telling me I'm doing 15K steps in a day, blah, blah, blah. But some of them steps, because obviously the way the step works on your phone is a sensor. So if you move your phone, the steps are going to be racking up. So be honest with yourself. Like, what I would do was I would always pause my step counter. Yeah, I don't let my step counter run unless I'm actually walking. If I'm at home on my phone or whatnot, I'll pause that, because the sensor will make that step counter go up, and that is cheating. But the point I'm trying to make about training, literally, you got a plan. Yeah, plan and stick to a schedule that you can execute on a consistent basis. So weight training and cardio as well. Don't give yourself too much to do, or you will not do it. You will burn out too early. Yeah, no one's Superman out here. So let's just be smart with what we're doing. And of course, man, if you're finding it hard to plan a weight training routine or cardio routine, hire a professional, somebody that knows what they're doing, somebody like me, yeah? Because I know what I'm doing when it comes to all this fat loss stuff, yeah? You need help. If you need help, seek it, yeah? You can't always do things by yourself in this life. That's just how life goes. So that's also a key tip. Don't be afraid to reach out. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to ask for help. All right, so you set your goals. You set some kind of training plan. Next, we need to work on the food we are putting into our mouths, yeah? So what I did during this lockdown was I tracked calories, yeah? If you want to lose fat, yeah, I'm going to say this very slowly, yeah? You're going to get your best results tracking calories, yeah? Because you need to know what you are eating. Yeah, there's no point trying to wing all of this stuff. Like, it's long. Do not wing it. Yeah, you need to be precise. So to get my calories for the fat loss phase, I use the formula that I've used in the past, which is your goal body weight in pounds times 12.5. It's worked well for me in the past, so I used it again. That roughly got me to 2,800 calories, yeah? So that's what I was eating in the initial stages. So I'm not gonna go through, oh yeah, how to when to decrease, blah, blah, blah. That's gonna be in another video. But the point of the matter is, track your calories, yeah? There's a whole lot of calorie calculators out there that you can use. You could also use the formula that I've said. They're all gonna roughly give similar numbers. So as long as you're in that ballpark, then you're good to go. If you're gonna track calories, you're gonna need to have a macro breakdown. Macros being proteins, carbs, and fats. I'm just gonna say what I did for this. What I did was I aimed to have a pound of protein per goal body weight. So my goal body weight was roughly 225 pounds. So I aimed to eat 225 grams of protein. Some days it might have been 10 grams under, you know. So let's just say between 210, 225 grams of protein. That's something I've also done in the past, which I would recommend for anyone tracking calories. So your goal body weight, not your current body weight. So there was no need for me to be eating 250 grams of protein since I started at 250 pounds. I went for my goal body weight, you know, 25 pounds under, 225 grams of protein. So that's something that you guys should be doing if you are tracking calories. If you're not going to track calories, maybe because you don't know how to, your best bet is to stick with whole foods. Whole foods are going to keep you full for longer. You know, obviously limit junk, all the obvious crap, biscuits, blah, blah, blah. Obviously there are ways to implement that, but you're not tracking, so you're going to have to be a bit more strict on yourself. For any of you wondering exactly what to eat, I'm just going to put a list of foods, yeah, a breakdown of carbs, proteins, and fats. I'm going to put it on the screen, take a screenshot of it. You know, that's probably going to help you a bit more in terms of what exactly you need to be eating. But you never go wrong with vegetables. Include vegetables, yeah? I know people don't like their veg. You need to eat that. It's going to keep you full as well. But also, I'm also going to put some videos of the foods I was eating as well. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. Let you lot watch that. All right, last section of the video, yeah, holding yourself accountable. Accountability is very important when it comes to this fat loss phase, because accountability is going to be the reason why you sustain your fat loss phase. It's going to be the reason why you don't give up after 1 month. Here are a few things I did during the fat loss phase that definitely helped me a lot. So number one, weighing yourself every day. You often hear, oh, don't look at the scale, don't look at the scale when it comes to losing fat. And technically, that advice is correct. But for a fat loss phase to be successful, the weight at the beginning and the end needs to be different. So therefore, the scale needs to drop. You're not going to lose 30 pounds of fat and stay the same weight. Like, just not going to happen. What I did was I weighed myself every day. And at the end of every week, I took a weekly average, yeah, and I compared the weekly average week to week, just to know that my general average weight is going down. Don't be too affected by your daily weigh-ins, yeah? For example, if you weigh 200 pounds on Monday, then it's gone down to 199.6. On Tuesday, then it's shot back up on Wednesday to 200.8. Don't be affected by that. Your weight is dependent on a lot of different things. It's not just fat. So as long as your weekly average goes down, so from week 1 to week 2, if that's gone down, then you know you're doing the right things and your fat loss is on course. Next tip, track your workouts, yeah? Tracking your workouts allows you to make sure you're staying true to your plan. So you'll know week by week where you're messing up and where you're doing good. For example, if you told yourself you're going to do cardio 4 days this week and you tracked your workouts, you saw you only did it once, you know what to adjust for the next week. That will simply allow your fat loss journey to become smoother, as you will now be executing it right, and you won't be able to make any excuses for yourself. Next tip, take pictures. I wouldn't suggest taking pictures every week. Maybe take pictures every 2 weeks. Pictures are always gonna, tell you the truth, if I'm being honest, yeah? So make sure you take your pictures in the same lighting, ideally the same area, same positioning every 2 weeks. And by the end of your fat loss phase, you will have seen a difference, because it's always easy to feel like nothing's happening. But pictures, you look back on them, you'll see, okay, cool, wow, the back fat's going down, blah, blah, blah. So that's another good tip for you guys too. Last tip, be patient. I can't stress this one enough, man. You did not put all that weight on overnight, so you will not lose it overnight, yeah? Remember what I said, yeah? You're aiming for at least 3 to 6 months of consistent fat loss to reach your goal. So that patience is definitely going to be needed. All right, man. We've now come to the end of this video. Like I said, I will be touching on these topics a bit more in depth in separate videos. Fat loss is a topic that involves a lot of information, man. Like, a lot needs to be covered. So, I didn't want you guys losing focus, man. You know how it is these days. 1 minute, people already willing to switch off. So more videos will be coming soon. Follow me on my socials, Training with Max Coaching. Before I forget, man, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video as well, save it too. Some good information right there. More videos coming soon. Happy New Year, guys. See you guys in a bit.